Hi guys, I'm here with a totally different video for you this week. I thought it might be fun to share this with you because you might be after some ideas like this too, you know, kind of like how I was. And I'm rambling, you don't know what I'm talking about, but basically you see this unit behind me all the time when I'm doing my filming, and if you've seen my office craft room studio tour, then you've seen what I keep in this unit behind me, and it is the Expedit unit from Ikea. So it's just a, you know, cubey, you know, you've seen quite a few of these, a lot of people have them, and I keep all of my card stock, paper stock, all my scrapbooking papers in this cupboard here, which the door won't close because it is bulging, and I'm just really not happy with the way I'm storing my paper. And I'm going to open the cupboard and I will show you exactly what I mean. Okay, so already one piece of paper has fallen out. They're on a slant because I've just got all sorts of paper in there. It's a massive jumble. I'm only using really the ones on the top because I can't really find anything else, and that's kind of wedged in there. And every time I take stuff out, there is a big landslide, and I'm sort of too lazy a lot of the time. Look at that, that's bad. So I'm sort of a bit too lazy sometimes to take my paper out and put it all back nicely when I'm crafting and when I'm using stuff. And basically I've got to the point where it's in a big jumbled mess. I'm not using the paper that I've got because I can't see it and I can't get to it. And also some of the paper is starting to get ruined because of just being shoved in there. So it's come to a bit of a crunch point that I needed to do something with it. And I was talking to Mr. B, John, and are you coming in? Yeah. He's coming in, he's got his tape measure in hand because he came up with a bit of an idea for me, didn't you? I did. And so he's gonna, I'm not very good on the DIY, or I'm not very good on, like, really good on craft projects, but when it comes to like DIY stuff, I'm not very good at kind of, you know, working out how things work and get put together and stuff like that. So John's come up with his little idea. He's got his tape measure in hand. Yep, there you go. That's my husband. If you haven't seen him on my other channel, that's my husband. So you talk us through what you were thinking and how it's gonna be and all that kind of stuff, please.
Right, the start of the plan is,
yeah,
not finish like this.
You
Most projects don't.
Well, yeah, John, yeah, go on. You're not always the best.
No, they just grow as ideas as I make them.
Okay, yes, that's true.
Yes.
Okay, yes.
Go on then. With that.
Yeah, go on then.
So you can take all that junk out.
Excuse me, that's not junk. That's very important filofaxes and crafting materials.
Right, okay, yeah.
You're speechless now. Yeah, go on.
I'm going to drill holes at the front and back each side.
Okay.
1 inch apart.
1 inch apart, okay.
Probably.
They may be of varying heights.
They may be.
Okay.
And put little pins in them.
Okay.
And then put shelves on.
Okay.
On them. So there should be 12 shelves. Or whatever.
12 shelves.
Whatever. Something like that.
Okay, yeah.
And then you can put your paper on it.
Yeah, so I can
I
actually...
won't risk my life every time I open a cupboard.
You can't say that again, please.
I won't risk my life every time I open the cupboard.
How rude! How rude! Okay, so that is the plan. So we're off to B&Q now to go and find the supplies.
Yep.
And then John is going to make it. I'll have to empty that, which is kind of good in a way. It's kind of good in a way because then I'll be able to sort through all my papers and rediscover some of the papers that I'd forgotten about and all of that, and I can have them all stacked nicely and ordered, and I'll just be able to select what I want when I want to use it, and it'll all be nice. That's the plan, isn't it?
Sounds good.
Sounds good. So we're going to go get the stuff and then we'll come back and show you the making of. now I think John may have given up on the painting. I don't know about you, but that doesn't look like someone who is doing much painting. That looks like someone who is lolloping about with the kids. Anyone would think that he's on his holidays. Anyone would think that he's off work and supposed to be chilling out. Nope, I'm paying him to paint me wood. He's totally unaware that I'm talking about him. Working hard. Okay, so I showed you the cupboard where I'm currently keeping the paper. Some's already been taken out because I was fed up of it sliding. I want to keep the cupboard for other things. So I'm going to use this empty cubby hole here where I've currently got my Filofax collection and a couple of magazine files with bits and bobs. So I'm going to empty that now. John's finished painting my the shelves and they're all dry and everything. It's a few days later and he's going to put them up. So there's my empty cubby hole already, and I've just emptied my cupboard out so I can go through my paper and see what I've got. So it's just there now, and I'm going to have a bit of a sort out and put it into piles and work out what's what, because some of it I haven't seen for ages. Some of it I may not like anymore, or, you know, that kind of stuff. So, yeah, just going to go through that, and Mr. B's going to sort out my shelves. Ta-da! There we go. So I have now decided that I don't want the top one in. I want to have a bit of space there so that I can have a larger shelf. And it's been designed so that it sits back from the front, so I haven't got all the paper. These are 12 by 12s?
Yeah, about that.
They're about 12 by 12, so I won't have loads of paper overhanging the front here. And I've got a little lip, kind of like how these boxes here are set back, and I've got like a little bit of a shelf there so that I can put something on. I very rarely do when I'm working on something. It's a little bit like that with these shelves. So all that's left now is to thank my dear lovely husband, and there's a few bits of places that I need to touch up the paint, and then I need to load my paper in. Something that I wanted to do anyway, and I've been wanting to do for a while, and I just figured that it might be a useful thing for other people, so I filmed it. These Expedit units, they're great, but they're a bit big sometimes, and sometimes you need like a little bit more of a micro-organisation thing going on. And ladies, I'd just like to, or men, I would just like to offer a word of warning and advice that if you're a crafter person and you happen to hoard like a lot of scrapbook papers and stuff, don't get your husband to help you with the organisation, because then they realise what you've got. Because, for example, John moved from the shelf some of my empty journals, and what did you say?
Along the lines of wow.
Do you think that's a lot of notebooks?
I'm not quite sure what one would put in that many notebooks.
Yes.
Not a lot, I think.
I may have quite a few blank notebooks. Whoops. So yeah, just going through everything now. And so the finished result looks like this. I now have at the back there are all my ready to go empty journals and notebooks, and at the front is my Filofax collection, and what also was in here is now moved over to here. So my canvases, spare canvases, and my magazine files with stuff in them has now moved to there. And here are my shelves. So I've got my paper pads there, and some loose sheets and glitter cards, and this is plain coloured card, and so it all sits back nicely in there. And this cupboard is empty currently, but it won't be empty for long. And then moving down is my next set of shelves. So I've got my paper trimmer on one, my laminate sheets, I've got a piece of card that I keep for painting on, and this here is my large scrap pieces. So bits that aren't a full sheet but they're quite large go in there, and my smaller scraps are now in this drawer in here. So I can just rummage around for scraps and things. So there we go. I hope that's been interesting for you guys and you've enjoyed seeing us at work and at play, and it's maybe giving you some ideas perhaps if you've got the same Expedit unit and you're struggling with your paper storage and stuff. I mean, this is just great. I can just pull it out as I want to and no clutter and all that kind of stuff. So I'm very, very happy with it. And I can just, because most of the time I just sit here at my desk and work, so I can literally just turn straight around and there is everything there in front of me. So there we go, guys. Thanks for watching and I'll see you really soon. Bye.